Hi everyone, welcome to Zynerd's NEET PG 2024 Haryana registration demo. Haryana had opened up applications on 18th and they've not given an end date for the registration for NEET PG. We expect that they'll notify it at a later point in time. Haryana follows a very simple process of registration, not very complicated. The eligibility criteria for government seats is slightly a larger set of candidates with multiple eligibility criteria. We'll look at that and then go in. Haryana is an open state, so all candidates across India are eligible for a set of private institute seats. We'll also look at that. So if you are a domicile of Haryana, or basically you fall under the resident criteria, or an MBBS of Haryana, you will be eligible for the government seats. So who all are eligible for the government quota seats? What are the government quota seats? 50% of government institute seats, 50% of the private institutes in Haryana, all the private institutes in Haryana, and 25% of SGT university seats, and also Alpha seats, a percentage of the Alpha university seats. Those are available for those candidates listed over here, like category 1 and category 2. Who is category 1? Anybody who has passed MBBS from a recognized institution or university in Haryana, irrespective of where which state they are a domicile of. You have passed MBBS from Haryana, you are from Karnataka, your state is from Karnataka, you are still eligible for the government seats of Haryana, but under general category. Then you have a complete list of category 2, which is passed MBBS from any institute across India which is recognized, including foreign medical graduates, but who fall under the resident certificate, or whether the candidate or parent should produce a resident certificate. Basically the candidate or parent should produce a resident certificate. Also they need to attach an affidavit saying that they are producing the right, basically notarized one saying that they are producing the right information as per category, as per Annexure 4A, which we have already detailed all this in the info guide. These are the set of candidates who are eligible for government and government quota seats in Haryana. If you are already aware of this, skip this part and directly go into the demo. We'll just quickly run through it. Anybody, the candidate or the parent, should be regular employee of Haryana posted in or outside Haryana. Regular employees of Haryana's statutory bodies posted in Chandigarh, Haryana or outside Haryana. Regular employees of Government of India posted in Chandigarh or Haryana in connection with the affairs of Haryana government, who after retirement have permanently settled in Haryana and draw their pensions from treasuries in Haryana, who are pensioners of the Haryana government but staying outside Haryana, who have permanent home in Haryana, who have resided for 15 or more years in Haryana, accredited journalists residing in Haryana, persons who are born in Haryana, wife of bona fide residents of Haryana. All these set of people are eligible. For each one there is a specific resident certificate. So you have to get a resident certificate to get this done. Domicile, all other certificates are fine, but we have already mentioned what are the resident certificates. 4A, 4B, C, D, E, we have already clearly listed it down in the info guide. You can have a look at it. You also have to produce an affidavit saying that, notarized one saying that you have not obtained benefit of residence in any other state other than Haryana. You should not have applied as a resident or a domicile in another state. Second, for management quota seats, Haryana is an open state. So for the management quota seats of Haryana, which is basically this set of seats, 50% seats in private institutes and seats under the SGT University and Alpha University. So every candidate across India is eligible, and 15% of these are NRI seats. NRI has a specific priority, which we have also explained in the info guide. Go through the info guide if you are an NRI, because the priority stretch till priority 6. If you are from another state, especially look at the priority, because you might come under priority 5 or 6 and seats might not be available. So have a look at that. Even if there is a minor chance, do apply, but have a look at that. So where do you apply? You go to the home page of DMER. That is a first page that you apply, and here you go into DMER. Sorry. Okay, so go into DMER and you will see this is the link, and you will see public notice for schedule of counseling of admission counseling sessions. Click on this and it will open up this page. This is a notice for admission and notice for the application form or registration, and here you see this link. The link is also available here. We will also put that up in the description. You can click directly. This link is your go-to link. You can always keep checking DMER for updates over here, but this link is your go-to link and it will take you to this page. This entire notice board is what you need to continuously keep watching, or obviously you can look at Zynerd. We will be updating every information over there. And under Haryana's counseling, you just click on Haryana's counseling, you will get that information. And on entering, click on the NEET PG registration link over here. After you register, complete your registration, upload your documents, etc. After you do your basic registration, Then you come back and do a registered candidates link over here, and then complete your registration process. So first step is to go through the registration process and complete it step by step. The first step of registration is to get your application ID. We will let you know how. On clicking this, it will take you to this page. Just read through the instructions and then click on yes, I have read, and then click on proceed. It will take you to the next page where you have to enter your roll number. Here you enter your roll number, not the June 30th, 23rd cancelled admit card roll number. Enter your August 30th published scorecard roll number, the one you took for the exam, or it will be in the admit card that you took for the exam on August 11th, or the August 30th scorecard or September 10th scorecard one. And then submit over here. Enter submit. You will automatically see your email ID and mobile number which you used during the NEET PG exam registration. This is your original email ID and phone number. This you cannot change. You will submit. In case you have only the email ID or only the phone number, it is fine. The OTP passwords will come into both. OTP has been generated. Application ID and password will be sent to your registered email ID and mobile number. Once you click on this, you will get the OTP to your email ID and mobile number. Any one, you just get the OTP from any one of these and click on this. Once you submit, you will get another text message on your mobile or an email saying this is my application ID and this is my password. So just enter your OTP, submit. Then you will have this page. One, your login ID or the application ID, whatever is mentioned, that is the login ID mentioned over here. It will automatically come up here as well. Your applicant's name, mother's name, father's name, date of birth, as in the NEET PG scorecard will also come over here. Then you can proceed to login. Now, please note that where is the password? The password is in your mail ID or your mobile number. At this stage, you will again receive a message saying this is your application ID, password. Save it somewhere. Keep it safe. That is the only place where you will have your application number and password in your mobile or email, or you will have to note it down. Password will be there, only there. Then you can go on to the login page. How do we go on to the login page? You can click on the registered candidate and then go on to the login page, or automatically it will take you to the login page if you click on proceed to login here. Here you enter your user ID and your password. User ID is the ID that you got over here or to your mobile, and the password over here. And a long explanation because there are quite a few queries on this. User ID and password. Enter the user ID and password sent to your mail and mobile number. In case you have any password related concerns, you can also use forgot password to get your password. First time you enter, there will be an old password, new password. Create a new password. Remember your new password. Don't share it with everyone. Password change. Once you change your password change successfully message will be there. Once again, this page will appear, or you can go to the original page and start with the registered candidates link. Here, username and password, you enter your new password, and then automatically it takes you to the applicant home page. Here in the applicant home page, you will see name, date of birth, gender, mobile number and email address exactly as in your NEET PG scorecard applied. These are by default will be visible over here. Then you move on to, if you want to change password at any point in time, you can also do it over here. Registration. The first step is to go into registration. You've done your initial part of registration. Basic registration is done, but you have to go through the rest of the registration process. Now, your basic registration, in the sense your application ID has been created, but the basic registration has to be done. Then you have to do your payment, and post that you have to fill your preferences. We will not be going through the filling preferences throughout the process. Choice filling, we will not be able to do a demo on that because actually we don't get into candidates logins. So registration over here, we get into the basic registration and go ahead. And help desk, in case you want to create a help desk ticket, you can create in case you have an issue, you can raise an issue and a ticket can be created and they will respond back to you. Now, basic registration, you click on. Now, to fill all the details, you have logged in, you click on basic registration, you will have all these milestones. Once you complete the 10th milestone, that is when you submit and make the payment. Basic registration, payment completes your basic registration. Choice filling too can be done now, so you can also do that. Now, personal details is incomplete. All these are incomplete over here. You will have to start with the personal details. So you can click on proceed to fill form or edit form over here. And at any point in time till you do the final submission, you can always come back and fill all the details, re-edit the details. So once you click on proceed to edit form, you will go into personal details. That is the first thing that needs to be completed. Here, all these are auto-populated. And here there is a query saying, are you currently pursuing PG course in the state of Haryana or from elsewhere? Be very clear. If you say yes, you are not eligible for admission. If you are pursuing a course anywhere today at the time of application, you are not eligible for admission as per Haryana prospectus. If you say no, only then you will be able to proceed with the registration. Now once you say no, the first step is just to enter the bank account details. This is under the personal details form. This is for refund. This need not necessarily be the bank in which you pay your security deposit from. Later during round 2 only you will have to pay your security deposit, not in round 1. Second, it need not be the one that you pay your 2500 rupees from. That might be on UPI or another credit card or debit card. After everything is over, you want to get your refund in your account or your father's account, then mention that account number and the account holder's name. You might borrow money from somebody today but pay them back during the security deposit payment, but you would want it in your account at the end. So enter that account details. This is for refund of your security money or any fee paid, etc. That will be refunded to you. Registration fee will not be refunded. Security deposit from round 2, whichever you pay, will be refunded. Then you go on to the next part. Once you proceed after entering these details and go on to the next part, which is the registration part. State Medical Council or MCA or NMC registration number, or most of you will have your State Medical Council registration number. Go ahead and fill it. State Medical Council NMC registration number valid up to, wherever there is valid up to, till the end of this, for this counseling purposes. In case you have a validity date mentioned in your State Medical Council registration, then mention that validity date. In case you don't have that, whichever the issue date was, plus 5 years is what you need to mention. So please mention that. If the date is prior, as in it has already, the validity has expired, then you have a problem. Probably connect with DMER. If you have applied for a new registration certificate, possibly if you're getting it, you have a digital copy only, then enter that plus 5 years whenever it was issued, if the validity date is not mentioned. This is true across. NMC has a 5-year validity prescribed, so any date plus 5 years is fine. As long as it moves beyond today's date, then that is this counseling admission date, that is fine. You can later register in Haryana at a later point in time after admissions. Next is, are you a Haryana bona fide resident? This is a very critical thing. If you are not an MBBS from Haryana, your eligibility comes from, for the government seats, government quota seats, comes by mentioning yes. If you are not an MBBS from Haryana, state quota, government seats or 50% of private institute seats or those seats, 25% of SGT, etc. those seats, that is only when you say yes. Otherwise, if you say no over here, then even then you might be eligible for government seats, but if you are an MBBS from Haryana, otherwise it is only the open seats. Are you a bona fide resident? Mention yes or no over here. Candidate with Haryana bona fide resident certificate alone. We have already mentioned in the infogate 4B, 4C, 4D and 4E, I think, except for the scheduled caste certificate. All those formats, if you have them, then you can select yes over here. Do you belong to Muslim minority? You can select yes or no over here. In case you select no in the Haryana bona fide resident certificate, all these options, PWD, ex-serviceman, freedom fighter, these won't be applicable because these set of seats are only for Haryana bona fide residents candidates. Next, when you select yes over here, all these will be applicable. You can select yes or no accordingly. Now, category, you can select after selecting Haryana bona fide resident equal to yes, then you have a category option. If you select no, general is the only category. If you select yes, then you have general and all other categories. These are Haryana categories. I did my MBBS from Haryana. I have a Karnataka category certificate. You can't come in and apply here as general. You will say no over here under the bona fide resident. If you are from Karnataka, you will select only general. So be very clear. This category is only for those candidates who are Haryana domicile. You are a bona fide resident of Haryana. Haryana resident certificate is available. Now, next we move on to category is equal to general. What happens when you select Haryana bona fide resident? Yes, can category is equal to general. Nothing much. You just don't have anything else. But if you select BCA, you have the option of BCA or BCB or SC. You have the option of post matric scholarship scheme, and you have the option of whether you fall under the creamy layer. Let us say you select yes for creamy layer. Then it clearly mentions, I have read the notification, I am selecting yes, you will also have to upload the creamy layer required certificates. If you select no, then you don't fall under the non-creamy layer criteria. So be very clear, if you say yes to non-creamy layer criteria, only then you will possibly have reservation over here. If you select no to non-creamy layer, I am not part of non-creamy layer. then you are not eligible for BCA, BCB seats. You will be eligible only for general seats. And then EWS, you will still have another checkbox on whether you are eligible as per EWS, and BCB is also similar to this. SC, you will still have this scholarship scheme, yes or no. So when you select the scholarships, this is for the scholarship scheme is only for those candidates who have an income certificate basis criteria of income and want to apply for fee concession later. So if you select yes over here, you will have to upload the income certificate, whether you are BCA, BCB, SC candidate or not. If you are any of these categories, then you select yes over here, then you have to upload your income certificate. There was some confusion earlier which happened, where in the list of documents required for verification, they had mentioned that income certificate is required for BCA, BCB candidates. No, it is only when you select post-mark scholarships, metric scholarship scheme as yes and want fee concession, then you need an income certificate for that purpose. Otherwise, BCA, BCB, your BCA, BCB certificate, non-creamy layer certificate, that is enough. Next we move on to SC deprived, it is the same thing. And now if those who are mentioned as yes in Haryana bona fide certificate, we mentioned that you will also have ex-serviceman category. If you are ex-serviceman, select yes over here. After selecting yes, you will have to select the priority for ex-serviceman, priority 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here note that if you select any of these priorities, you won't have anything additional to fill in except for priority 5. If you have received a gallantry award, if you're ward of an ex-serviceman who has received a gallantry award, then select the gallantry award over here. And also select the other PWD, freedom fighter, yes or no category. Depending upon whether you select yes or not over here, you will have to upload the relevant certificate. So basically what we have covered is, for a candidate who is Haryana bona fide resident, these are the set of options that will be available, and that we have covered. Now we are going into next step, which is NRI equal to yes or no. Details for NRI, I mentioned yes. If you select yes, then you will have to select the NRI type, OCA, foreign national or PIO. This is applicable even for candidates who are not domicile of, not a resident of Haryana, and who did not do MBBS from Haryana. They are eligible for NRI seats. They can also select this. Here you may select NRI over here, then you will have an option of which category you belong to. We have already explained that in the info guide. There is a priority in Karnataka, Haryana. So category 1 is candidates who belong to the state of Haryana. Actual NRI candidate who belongs to the state of Haryana. Category 2 is children of NRIs who belong to the state of Haryana. Similarly, 3 and 4 are same categories, actual NRI or children respectively, but other states. So similarly, there is a priority. Only after all candidates in category 1 are allotted, then the next priority candidates are allotted. So let us say there is a 1,50,000 rank candidate over 1,10,000 rank candidate over here, actual NRI belonging to the state of Haryana. They will get the seat. After that only children of state of Haryana, even if they are 5,000, 6,000 rank, they will get the seat. So that is why this priority is asked. Check the correct priority and then go ahead. And one major thing here that we haven't taken you through, if you are an MBBS from Haryana, not a resident of Haryana, then select yes over here. You will still be eligible for state government quota seats, but under the general category. So that you need to be aware of. So basically select what is right. Pretty simple. Next we go into proceed to fill the form. We go into the mailing address, enter your mailing address and other details. These are not mandatory. The last 3 are not, 4 are not mandatory, but it is up to you to apply, mention the other details. Once you move on, then you move on to the qualification details. Here MBBS, if you are a foreign medical graduate, we will come to the FMG later. If you are not a foreign medical graduate, then select no over here. Note that here, if you are not a foreign medical graduate, name of the college or university will be listed down, irrespective of what you have given as MBBS from Haryana or not. This is what will be the listing. If you select other, then just mention other. If you are not from Haryana MBBS, select other. Then mention your provisions, first proficiency, second proficiency, third part 1, part 2 marks, and then the passing year. Here there is some confusion. I think we replied to one candidate assuming that it is one passing year. I wrote my first proficiency exam in, let us say, 2005. I passed in 2006. Which one should I enter? Anything is fine. That is not a problem at all. You can enter the year in which you wrote the exams, December of that year. That is also fine. January only results were came in. That is also fine. But be consistent. If you are using the results here, then be consistent with that across. That is the only thing. Don't need to worry about that. That is all fine. Next, PG details, you can enter the PG details. In case you are a foreign medical graduate, then you will, in case you are a foreign medical graduate, then it will ask you whether you have qualified for FMG equal to yes. If you put no, obviously you are not eligible. If you have qualified you will obviously put yes, because only then you are going to apply, and you would have applied for NEET PG. You mention yes if you are a foreign medical graduate. Note that foreign medical graduates who are Haryana residents, who have a resident certificate, are eligible for government quota seats of Haryana and the government private institute seats under the government quota of Haryana. So foreign medical graduate, maximum marks and marks obtained and the passing year, the total marks alone you can enter. If there are 6 different subjects, sum it up and enter it, not a big issue. Now we move on to the next step. After doing this, it will be asked you for the PG details. Where you enrolled in MD, MS, etc. in any institution in the state of Haryana in the past. What did it ask earlier? Pursuing, are you currently undergoing any course? If you are undergoing any course and said yes, you are ineligible. But here it is asking whether you have enrolled in any MBBS course in the past. You might have discontinued. Fine, that is not a problem. You might have completed a course, not a problem. So say yes over here, give the right response. Name of the institute, then it will ask you the name of the institute, course, etc. Enter that. Then it asks, you enrolled in some course in any institution in Haryana only. You went through. Did you complete the course or did not complete the course? Mention it over here. Date of completion, it will ask if you say yes, I have completed. If you did not complete, then it will say date of leaving of the course. This does not make a difference, so don't need to worry about it. Be honest about it. Now, are you a foreign medical graduate? Mention yes. Once you are done with this, mention proceed to fill form, and it will take you to the internship details. So the qualification is over, then you proceed to fill the form. So here internship details, mention your last date of internship. It will not allow you beyond to select anything beyond August 15th. Name of the college or institute, you will have to type it out where you did your internship. If it is a hospital different from your college, that mention that. Then you go to in-service. In-service we are skipping for now. In-service is possibly only for information of candidates where those candidates who have already applied as in-service details. So that we will take it up separately. In case you have applied as in-service, then you will have this screen available. Now next is category details. Now category details, we will enter it will automatically populate the categories that you are eligible for. Here we have selected NRI, correct? And we are not in service. Because we selected NRI as yes, it comes in as NRI as yes. Any candidate across India is eligible for NRI, but might be under different priorities. Why do we have state quota seats in government medical colleges and state quota seats in private medical colleges? Because we selected resident of Haryana as yes. MBBS from outside Haryana only, but resident of Haryana, yes, they will also see these two check boxes. Resident of Haryana is no, but MBBS from Haryana is yes. Then also you will see these two check boxes. Both are yes, you will still get these two check boxes. Both are no, then you will only see management quota, you will be eligible for management quota. Everybody is eligible for management quota. NRIs are eligible for this. Haryana residents or Haryana MBBS are eligible for the first two. Proceed to fill the form. It is automatic. You just need to proceed. Upload your photo and signature. The photo and signature format is clearly mentioned, JPG or PNG format, 4 KB and less than 100 KB. Upload this. Then once you upload, proceed to fill and edit the form. Then you go ahead and upload all the documents. Now all the documents again 4 KB to 500 KB, JPG or PNG or PDF format, preferably in PDF format, your call. And you have the complete list of certificates. These are the complete list of certificates we have taken out, but depending upon whether you have applied under ex-serviceman, freedom fighter, PWD, etc., you will have different certificates available. For date of birth, so some of these what is MBBS passing certificate? Mention your degree certificate over here. Passing certificate is a separate certificate that is provided, but what they are asking primarily here is your degree certificate provided by your university. We today morning also there were few queries. We were mentioning that okay, they were asking, okay, what is the passing certificate usually given? There is another passing certificate given by some institutes. This otherwise refers to the degree certificate only. They have mentioned it as passing certificate. Here you can upload your degree certificate. Internship completion certificate, straightforward. Bona fide certificate is for residents. That resident certificate you have to upload. Registration certificate for the state medical council, any state medical council. NEET result card, August 30th scorecard. In case you don't have that, mention that, add the September 10th scorecard. Category certificate BCA BCB. Income certificate will be visible only if you have selected post matric scholarship, otherwise you won't have it. PWD, freedom fighter, ex-serviceman, only if you have selected these categories, only for Haryana residents. Date of birth certificate, it can be your 10th SSLC metric pass certificate, we have already mentioned that, or you can upload your birth certificate too over here. Admit card of NEET PG, please upload the August 11th admit card, ensure that you have the same roll number as in your scorecard. Only then that check please do, because some have uploaded earlier their June 23rd cancelled admit card, please don't do that. NRI related documents, all of them put together in one bucket, we have already mentioned the documents required, one PDF merged together, and then add that as a single PDF and upload it over. If you do it as JPG, you will not be able to do that, so upload it as a single PDF. Creamy or not creamy layer certificate you can upload over here for BCA BCB with the new format, and scan copy of cancel check. Some queries on what if I don't have a cancel check, etc. If you can wait and get a cancel check, all you need to get is a checkbook with your number, exact number. What is this for? This is for the refund. You provided an account number. This is not for this is not the account number or the account which you are going to use for making the payment now, the one which you want refund from, the one you entered in personal details page. That cancel check should be there. It should mention the account number. The entire idea is that it should mention the account number, name, etc. If you don't have it, try to get one. You will have time. If you still don't have time, then we would suggest you upload a copy of your passbook statement, income statement. That should be sufficient for now. You can later take care of it. Photo identity proof, Aadhaar, driving license, voter ID or passport. This is a photo identity proof only. Address does not matter. It is just a photo identity proof. You can preview all the documents. The documents will be listed over here. Once you upload all the documents, you can preview them too. And then after previewing too, you can just choose file and upload it again. In case you want to upload. If there is an error, you will get this error. Now this is all the same case. In case this you have uploaded and then you click on submit. It is taking a long time to submit. It is not submitting at all. That is possibly because you took some time to upload all these. What we have suggested over here is name everything very clearly like this and then keep it saved in a folder. What is happening is, in case you take another 10 minutes for this, the system is not able to submit because it doesn't refresh or it doesn't connect back, and so that delay causes a disconnect. Now instead of that, you mention everything like this and immediately within a few minutes, if you are able to upload and submit, it works. Otherwise, log in, log out and then refresh and come back, or refresh and log out and come back, or refresh for getting this uploaded. These issues can be sorted out by simply naming everything very clearly, immediately uploading everything and then submitting it. Ensure that once you preview and then submit it, 4 or 5 minutes should be fine. And then there is a final preview of all the documents. Right from the beginning, whatever you have entered, you will be able to preview every information after you do a final upload and then go on to finally submit it. These are the documents that are required for non-domicile candidates. If you are not a domicile of Haryana, but you are applying either as an MBBS of Haryana or for the open seats, you would select no under residence and no under MBBS. You will see only the management quota and or NRI seats. Then you will have to upload only these documents. Pretty straightforward in this case too, and go ahead. Thanks to Nirsha for preparing this. This has been in detail, we assume. In case you have any queries, you can always call us. One difference that we did, from the documents required for verification, Haryana does not have a verification process now. Before the allotment, they do a verification. After the allotment, you have to go to Rohtak to complete your verification and then go to the institute for possibly admission. So verification is required in Haryana, but not before the choice filling, not before the allotment. It is after the allotment. So that you don't need to worry. You don't need to carry your originals anywhere now like Karnataka. Second, Haryana now completes once you complete the registration, security deposit payment is not required. So that you need to be very clear about. You will have to pay only 2,500 rupees or 1,250 depending upon your category and complete your registration and start filling your preferences. Hopefully some might have started filling your preferences. In case there is an issue there, we will also get back. The only difference with respect to the info guide, like we were mentioning, is that we mentioned that an income certificate was required for BCA, BCB. That is not required. That is only if you are selecting post-matric scholarship. Otherwise, there is no not much of a difference. Whatever certificates we had already advised, if you have them, you'll be able to upload, including your other certificates. So this is pretty much. Any queries, you can always call us. We will be back on Monday to get back to your queries. You have enough time. Don't rush into anything. Just complete it within time. Please don't rush and then submit, and then you will not be able to edit it post submission or payment. So be aware of that. You can start filling your preferences. All the information on Haryana fee structure and everything is available. We're also trying to figure out the last few information which is missed out. We'll get that information and update as well in case there is anything missing. The rest of it is available. Complete information is available. Thanks a lot for watching. Any queries, please call us. If you are a subscriber, we'll get back to you.